Come on, move it! They're waiting for us just up ahead! Walter!
What on earth is Walter doing? What part of we're evacuating didn't he understand?
Sir, look! I don't believe it! He's made it!
Walter! Let's get going.
I've put Bruno away. Your war journal? Remembering your friends?
Yes. Yes. When Adam came by last weekend, he told me about an operation that was launched just a week ago. Something big. I hope it's going well. I hope it's not like it was at Dieppe.
Well, I'm just glad your part in it is over with.
I know. But I would go back in a heartbeat.
Major!
Sir?
I'm glad you're here. Come in, come in. I have someone here I'd like you to meet. This is Sergeant Benjamin Norfolk of the British Army.
Sergeant?
Sir.
I've assigned the sergeant here to command a small squad. Just one of many in a new mission that begins next week. So, tell me, your friend Corporal Holmes, he's married now?
Yeah. For almost a year now.
Any children?
No. Not yet. But they've spoken of it. Now what's this about?
Have a seat, men. Major, we're going to be reactivating Corporal Holmes for this mission.
Sir, he's done his service. And with distinction, I don't think...
I understand that, Major. Holmes is not the only man we're calling back up. Far from it. We need to keep the momentum we have going. And that means that every division already deployed will continue pressing ahead. These squads will be following in well behind, and will be stationed at positions we've already taken.
I understand, sir.
Good. 3 others have already been assigned for this squad. Good American boys. You'd like them. Corporal Devon in particular has been nothing short of heroic. And of course Sergeant Norfolk here will keep an eye out for him.
Of course, sir.
We'll mostly just be greeting supply trucks as they pass through.
I will pick him up this week.
Good. It's settled then. Dismissed.
Adam, hello.
Hi, Stephanie. Is Lance out somewhere?
No, he's just in getting changed. We were just about to head into town. Oh, here he is now.
Adam, in uniform on a Sunday.
I'm here on official duty, I'm afraid.
I'll go inside and let you two catch up.
Well, the efforts across the mainland have been going well, both in Italy and northern France. Lance, I'm here to bring you back to base. You're being called back for active duty. Your role shouldn't involve any significant combat engagement, I'm sure.
So, I'll be stationed in England then?
No, you'll be in France. But your mission will strictly involve holding areas we already control.
I see.
I'm sorry for the short notice on this, Lance. Be sure to report in by noon tomorrow. I'll drive you in, of course.
Alright. I'll have to have a talk with Stephanie.
Of course.
Steph. It looks like I'm being called back.
I knew it! I could sense it when I saw Adam pull up in his uniform.
Darling, I'm sorry.
Now you just listen to me. You do what you need to do, and you come back to me. You hear me, Lance?
I will, Steph. I promise.
Here he comes. Another hour and we'll be on our boat.
It's 0600 hours, so I assume all of you are ready for our little excursion across the channel. If not, I'm sure the ship's captain would be glad to have some volunteers cleaning the latrine. You're supposed to be the heroic one, ain't you? You might be thinking this mission will be a walk in the park. Well, let me assure you that we could find ourselves behind enemy lines or underneath a German bombing run at any time. Have you got that?
Yes, sir.
And that goes for all of you. I expect you to be alert and ready at all times. Especially those of you who've been planting flowers in the countryside for the last year. Did you hear me?
Yes, sir.
I expect your gear and yourselves to be on board within 15 minutes. France will be your new home soon enough.
Well, alright. Another 15 minutes and we'll be on our boat then. I wonder what's keeping Cooper.
He's probably lost, trying to find a functioning loo.
A functioning what?
There he goes. Cooper!
Well, here you guys are.
So, Lance, the sergeant tells us you were at the raids on Dieppe.
Yes, I was.
The three of us were together for the raid on Omaha Beach.
I'm glad you all made it out of there. I know what it must have been like.
We heard it was worse at Dieppe. What happened there?
You know, that was 2 years ago. To the day. To the hour, really. We landed on Green Beach pretty much on time. From what I understand, we were one of the few groups to land before the sun rose. I remember we pressed in and managed to eliminate a number of machine gun emplacements. There was a bridge we were supposed to capture, but the Germans must have been tipped off. They had a whole division backing them up, and they swarmed at us from every direction. By 1000 hours, we had no option but to begin the retreat back to the beach. I was embedded with a group of Canadians, called themselves the Cameron Highlanders. One of them, a Private Walter Sears. Let's just say he was on top form that day. As we were rushing back to our landing craft, a mortar round struck the ground not 15 feet from us, but Walter spots a German manning a machine gun 100 yards up, and completely unfazed, he just goes rushing in through the trees. So now he's up there with his Sten gun in a firefight, mortar rounds peppering him. The last time I heard him tell the story, he killed not only the machine gunner, but 2 others with a knife and another with his bare hands. I imagine by now he's telling everyone he took on a whole battalion. Later, when we were heading back across the channel, the sergeant scowls at him. "What were you doing back there? Are you just trying to get a medal?" Walter stands to attention, and he shouts back in a bit of a mocking tone, "Yes, sir, I am indeed, sir." One heck of a soldier. He certainly knew how to scrap. The major told me he's since been promoted to sergeant. Heck of a soldier, but not always the brightest bulb off the battlefield. I remember a week before that we were on a short break between drills. Suddenly, the loudspeaker blares for us to get back assembled, and I said to him, "Back to burning the candle at both ends." And he looks at me with this incredibly puzzled frown on his face. "What? Why would you want to burn both ends of a candle?" Is there any possibility that this could be delivered before the 1st of September? It's for my wife, our first anniversary.
I don't think so, sorry. Where is the letter going?
Nottingham, in England.
Oh, to England. Well, it won't take as long, but I still think it'll be a few days into September.
Oh, all right. Thanks.
All right, men, look alive. I've just been informed that the Falaise Gap has been closed, and that our Canadian friends have secured a village called St. Lambert. Holding this village is to be our responsibility. We deploy in 1 week, moving first south to Falaise and then east. Your silver spoon-fed lives of luxury are about to change, and I hope you're all ready for it.
Yes, sir.
Attention! We were to be joined here by 2 other patrol squads to be stationed in the area around St. Lambert, but I've been told that they've been held up for a few days, and to make things even more complicated, the people in this country apparently thought it would amuse me greatly to give 2 towns the name St. Lambert. Needless to say, the convoy that was going to drive us in are heading to the wrong one that's west of here. So I hope you boys are ready for your first big adventure, because that leaves us travelling the rest of the way on foot. Corporal, we've got 4 Germans split into 2 groups.
Alex, you're with me. Lance, you take Cooper and go around to the 2 off to the right.
Corporal, look out! No!
Lance? Cooper, your medical pack, quickly!
Quick, help me turn him over.
You do what you need to do, and you come back to me.
I will, Steph. I promise.
Sir, I'm sorry. The bullet punctured his heart.
Corporal, you carry him into the village. The group will be meeting there. Can drive his body back for a burial.
Oh, take his pack.
Cooper, Alex, you 2 watch over the prisoners. We should be able to offload them with the group in St. Lambert as well. Let's get out of here.
Hello? Sir? About Lance? Killed? How in the Sam Hill was...
I was told they came across a group of Germans that got left behind.
Damn it! Do you realize I'm going to have to tell his wife who's waiting for him? She thinks that this is a non-combat mission. Yeah, you better be sorry.
I heard you on the phone.
I'm going to have to get out to tell Stephanie tomorrow.
I'll go with you.
That's it for this area then. Just the section across the bridge to get over. Ambush! Take cover! Alex! Stay down!
This way.
Corporal, get yourself to the other side of the street. You've got to keep that machine gun occupied. Cooper, move your bleeding ass behind that rubble. Find that sniper. Corporal!
He hit the back of my leg.
Alright, let me have a look. I'm going to take this brace on. This might hurt a bit. Ah!
Damn it. I'm useless like this.
Alex, you took the bullet for us today. Let us do our job.
They must have been hiding out here since the Canadians left.
Yeah, they definitely seen us on our patrols at some point.
How's Alex?
I think his femur may be splintered or even shattered.
We'll have to leave him with the next convoy. They can get him back to an hospital.
What we did here today, this was for Lance.
Well said. For Lance.
For Lance.
For Lance.
Aye, aye. Looks like the other squad's finally decided to arrive. You people took your time getting here.
Oh, yeah, sorry. We had some personnel problems we had to deal with. What's the status here?
We were only ambushed just this afternoon.
An ambush? Here?
No, the bleeding North Pole. What do you think? And 2 days ago we lost one of our men while we were on the way in. And we've got another one here waiting to get back to an hospital. So it would have been most helpful to have had some bloody backup.
Christ, I'm sorry. I thought this town had been secured.
Yeah, well, so did we.
How many? Did you get them all?
We reckon. There were 5 of them. But I'd like to recommend to the staff sergeant that we do a complete patrol of the town and the surrounding area.
Yeah, we should. I'll go report this to him now.
Here we are, Walter. Back at Dieppe.
Yeah, suddenly 2 years ago feels like yesterday.
Look at them, Walter. Not much fight left in them. At least, not for this town.
There's a lot of France left, though. And lots of the rest of Europe after that.
Yes, there is. But this is a good sign.
Remember when we were back on the beach, running back to our landing craft?
Yeah, with, Corporal Holmes.
Lance, yeah. He saved my life twice that day before we had to retreat. I wonder where he is now. Back in England, I guess.
I'd actually heard he'd been deployed somewhere south of Caen a few weeks back.
Really? I'm gonna make a point of finding him when this war is over.
My dearest Stephanie, we arrived in Caen this week, a few miles in from the Channel. Much of the town has been destroyed. A pity. But life goes on, and it's still bustling with activity as our convoys pass through here. The generals use it as our staging point. I've even come across a few French civilians who've returned to see what remains of their homes. The sergeant has eased off me since my last letter to you. I think he meant only to make sure I was ready to come back to duty. Tough love. I get along very well with my other squad mates. We've all seen some heavy action. We exchanged stories just the other day. I want to visit Paris after our mission is complete. I'm feeling more comfortable now asking the sergeant if that will be possible. Though, I'll have to wait for the news that the Nazi presence there has been defeated. I would love to see the city you lived in as a young lass, after your family moved away from London. We can only hope this war has not left it in the same shape as Khan. I'm not sure this letter will reach you before our first anniversary. The military's postal runners have been exceptional, but transport across the English Channel these days does take some time. In any event, though I may not be able to offer you a red rose or a chocolate, my thoughts that day will be devoted to you, as they are every day. All of my love, and always yours, Lance.